Hello, this video is about gizmos. What are they for? And they're not very hard to build, but it could be one of those things you don't think much about, but they can help your workflow quite a bit. So what is this? This is a small 3D thing that I've built, and I'm calling it a gizmo. Basically, in this scene, this is my Gizmo scene for my game project Renegade, and in different layers I am creating these very simplistic things, and you might wonder why do I set up them this way. And the reason is I use these to help build the game in different ways. So this is a sound gizmo. I use it to be able to place sounds on the level and to keep track of them. And that's a big thing, you know, especially if you use any form of attachment to scripts and so on. It's very nice to be able to visualize that, and I'm gonna show this in this scene. So in this little scene that we're working on here, you can see these sounds over here, and basically what these are different ways for me to keep track of 3D sound, or just to know that something is triggered. In this case, the music. So that's combined with this trigger, which is another gizmo I use. So when the player walks into this trigger, the music will start playing. Or for example, over here I'm playing a ventilation sound, and this ventilation sound is a 3D sound that gets stronger the closer you get to it. And basically it's pretty good to have something in there to show, you know, where are you placing sound. Maybe you could do it, basically make the ventilation itself in different ways, but with this method you have more control. And if you make everything have sounds, you have no clue what is playing a sound at all in the level. And in this way it's quite easy as well, just to hide them away if you place them in a nice layer. But it's not only that, I also had this guy, and what that guy is for is a spawner. Basically what he's for is to spawn enemies, and the reason why I prefer setting up spawners to actually using the enemy model when I'm gonna spawn enemies is so that you can change it out very easily by changing some scripts. Maybe, you know, from the script you have a profile that says, so I'm gonna spawn enemy number 1, and then you change all and everything about enemy number 1. The level is still valid, it still works the way it did before. Then I also have set up these guys, and these guys are just my way of doing a waypoint for the enemy AI. They're not functional yet, so I can't show them, but I will in a later video. But because this video is only about gizmos, and basically what these are gonna do is they're gonna be able to show what the enemy is gonna do in the room as he's patrolling the room. He has these waypoints, and I'm gonna add properties to them and scripts to them that give them ability to also set up things like how likely it is that they go to a certain point, or in what order the enemy will walk through. And this way I can have an enemy spawn, be connected to these, and start walking around in the room. And it's quite easy to visualize what is going on. And I also keep them always in one layer like this. So basically that is what the gizmos are all about. I also set them up so they are invisible when they spawn. You know, they're not supposed to actually exist in the level when they play the game. And I also set up materials and so on so that they're easy to reach, and it doesn't have any physics or so on. I have uploaded, I'm going to add a link in the video descriptions to this one. You probably don't need to use this one because it's not very complicated to make your own. But if you just want to get these and have a look at them, I'm gonna upload it in the video description. And like I said, this is a pretty good thing to do when you are trying to build a game. I'm gonna keep creating these and hopefully upload more gizmos as I go along, and update this file when I've made more of them. So I hope that is useful to you, and happy building.